Hey y'all, I am ready to bring some summertime color to this dreary porch, and I have a few quick and easy ways to boost my curb appeal. I was looking at the cover of Southern Living, which it's so beautiful this month. The hydrangeas are gorgeous. I kind of want to recreate this. My house is not this pretty, but as close as I can recreate this picture is what I'm going to do with the flowers that were available to me at my local plant nursery. The first thing is mixing the potting soil. I'm going to mix together all kinds of potting mix. Some pre-made potting mix that has fertilizer in it, some black cow manure that is like a very natural, if you know what I mean, form of fertilization. The next step is taking all of these pots of varying shapes and sizes and deciding where I want to put them on my porch. So I've got a big pot on this side. I need to make it even, and so I'm gonna make a big pot on that side. I really love the idea of spreading the color out as far as I can. And then I wanna extend the flowers up to the porch, kind of use the things that I have. So I have some ferns here. Since I can't really put a pot on top of the ferns, maybe I'll put something on, like some hanging things on the top. The only rhyme or reason, tip and trick that I can give you is that you kind of want to make things even on both sides. You don't want all the weight and color to be on one side and then it doesn't balance itself out on the other. The rest of it, just fill it in. That's all I got. So see, this is what I was talking about with the ferns. Things can like kind of hang over here, and then maybe I'll match this one, and then maybe this fits in here. Yeah, look at that. So now what I might do is, because they're really heavy, I need to fill the dirt up kind of as close as I can, because otherwise I'm gonna be carrying this really big heavy thing over here, and that seems like no fun. So I'm gonna wheel that over here and start piling the dirt in. First rule of potting plants: you don't need to fill up your entire pot with dirt, because the plants already come in pots and they have dirt in the pots, obviously. So you're gonna need to use all the dirt that the plant was potted in, because all of the roots are incorporated into that pot. So fill up your pots a little bit with a thin layer of dirt before adding in your potted plant. So this pot is big enough to actually put 2 of these really big hydrangea pots in, which I love. And then I'm gonna fill it in with a filler plant, some of the English ivy that will eventually trail down. I love ivy for obvious reasons. See how this is like, I'm gonna say this is like 10 inches deep of a pot. You want your hole to be about 10 inches deep. You also want the top of the soil level in a pot like this to be about 2 inches lower than the level of the pot, because once you start watering it, your dirt is going to overflow and you're gonna have a mess up underneath it. So you wanna give yourself room to water and for the plants to kind of expand. So the easiest thing is just to flip it over, pull it up. So you do kind of wanna like get your, whoa, be careful. Get your hands in there and really loosen this up before you set it down into the pot. This pot is up against my herb garden over here, and I really don't see the other side of the pot, so I'm putting all of my filler on the front end, because that is where it's gonna be seen. If you have a pot that is gonna be seen from around all sides, then you'll want to think about how to fill it in on all sides. But if you only have one that's gonna be seen from certain sides, just focus it on the side where it's gonna be seen. These 2 pots are gonna go on either side of my door, so I want them to really match. And I have some smaller hydrangeas that are in pots about this big, so they're like this, they're less established than the bigger ones for my huge pot. So I can fit 3 of these in each of the plants. And I'm not really gonna go with any filler for these, just the 3 hydrangeas in each pot. Then they coordinate and match and kind of tie the hydrangeas all together, because I have hydrangeas in this very front pot, and then I'm gonna have them over way far to the side. It's gonna look so great. gorgeous. Looks pretty good. Now that is beautiful. I like this because it's just a totally different shape than the rest of my circular pots that I've got going on. It's technically a window box, but it fits perfectly in this area. And I want something that will be able to trail down and create some color and length all the way down. I have one more pot left, which is this one behind me, that I want to fill with my last bigger hydrangea. It kind of just ties everything together. The hydrangeas will be over here, they'll be on the porch, they'll be over here, there'll be color everywhere. It just kind of ties my whole look together and is super inviting. I have these really pretty white flowers, Angelonia, I think it's Angelonia, like Angelonia, that I'm gonna use as filler in with these hydrangeas. The thing that I love most about this curb appeal upgrade is that everything that I'm doing is very easy because it's all in a pot, which means you don't have to commit too much while you're doing this. You can move a pot around. If you don't like where you place it the first time, you can move it around until your heart is content. Also, it doesn't matter how big or small your space is, you can pull this off with a lot of pots or just a few of them. The last step after you've watered everything in is to just enjoy the fruits of your labor. I am loving all of this summer color I have added to my porch. It boosted my curb appeal by 10,000%. It was so easy. Everything's in a pot so I can move it around if I don't like the placement later. If you do anything to boost your curb appeal, I would love for you to post a picture of it on your Instagram and tag me at Ivy Odom so I can see it. I love seeing when y'all recreate things that I do on the show. Of course, do all the social media things if you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, click the bell if you're watching on YouTube, and I will see y'all next week on Hey Y'all. Happy planting.